We're going to continue our discussion on oxidative stress, but today when we talk about oxidative stress and then inflammation and pain, which we've talked about before, we're going to talk about it in relation to one thing, and that's peak performance. Now that peak performance probably makes you think of something athletically, but it might be peak performance doing stuff with your family, taking care of your grandkids, working in the garden. And it could be peak performance by an elite athlete. But today, again, we're going to talk about oxidative stress. We'll just touch on, we'll have a whole series on your ideal weight equals your ideal health. Your ideal weight, which equals your ideal health, which would lead to peak performance. We're going to have a whole thing on ideal weight. Your body stores fat trying to keep your blood pH at 7.365. So we'll have a whole series on that. But today, we're going to be talking about peak performance. We're also going to be talking about recovery. When you work out, you have a hard workout, your body will store lactic acid. That's one aspect of oxidative stress. When you have that lactic acid, you're going to feel soreness in your muscles and in your joints. If we can eliminate some of that oxidative stress or alleviate that oxidative stress, we're going to help in the recovery process so you're not sore as long. If you're not as sore as long, that'll also lead to peak performance. Now, I'm going to move over here. And again, in our discussion about peak performance before, we've talked about hydration. We've talked about getting the antioxidants to help to alleviate the oxidative stress. We've talked about eliminating pollutants in the air. What I'm going to do, along with having just a sip of our ionized alkaline healthy living water, which would help to hydrate my body, which would help with balancing my pH, I'm going to finish up by just reading a letter to you. Instead of going into a diagram or a discussion about how to develop peak performance in an elite athlete, I'm going to read a letter to you that we received from the St. Louis Cardinals. And one of the first things that I noticed on the letter right here is that they were world champions in 1926, 1931, 1934, 1942, 44, 46, 64, 67, 82, 206, and 2011. I think that's like 9 different times they were world champions. But I'm going to read a letter, and they're aware of oxidative stress. They're aware of peak performance. And I'm just going to read a little letter that we got from them earlier this year. It says, Dear Joe, and this is Joe Urso, the president, head of our company. On behalf of the 2011 world champion St. Louis Cardinals, I'd like to thank you for an outstanding product. The Vollara Living Water System, pictured right there, unit installed in the weight room has been a vital addition to the St. Louis Cardinals. The unit is very popular. Our players definitely notice the difference in their hydration levels, and the unit will be extremely important in the coming months as temperatures will be in the 90s for a prolonged period of time. Players also appreciate the water's detoxifying qualities, and some players are noticing the positive effect alkaline water has on their joints. I'd also like to thank Julia and Ron for their help. They both were very informative and professional. I look forward to utilizing the Vollara Living Water unit for many years to come and hope to have one installed in each of our minor league facilities. Best regards, Pete Prinzi, who's the head strength coach for the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, I'm wearing a sweatshirt that says Grissom Baseball, and it's neat to know that some major league athletes and professional athletes and elite athletes use our products, are aware of oxidative stress, are doing things to counteract that oxidative stress so they can recover faster and reach their peak performance. And for me, it's pretty neat. I've got 2 sons that play baseball for Grissom, and it's neat for me to see high school, middle school, college players that say, I want to reach that peak performance also, and I'm going to do something from a nutritional, from a health, from a weight, from a recovery standpoint where I can do that.